All right, good afternoon, everyone. We are here today to discuss the case of the 19-year-old Dacara Thompson. I'm going to turn this over to State's Attorney Tara Jackson. Thank you.
Good afternoon. On Thursday of last week, the Prince George's County Police Department arrested Mr. Hernandez Mendez and charged him with the murder of 19-year-old Dacara Thompson. He was presented before the commissioner and he was held without bond at that time, pending a bail hearing. Earlier today, Mr. Hernandez Mendez appeared before a judge for a bond review hearing, and he was again held without bond, and he will continue to be held without bond. I know that the public has been following this case closely, and there are a lot of questions and concerns about the circumstances surrounding Ms. Thompson's death and, frankly, the immigration status of the defendant. I want to emphasize first that this remains an active investigation, and I am therefore extremely limited in any information that I can provide today. But I'll say this: the goal of this office is to achieve justice for Dacara Thompson and for her family. And that goal requires that my office have the ability to fully investigate and to thoroughly review any and all evidence in this case in order to make a determination regarding the appropriate charges for indictment. In addition, this office's primary concern is not the legal status of the defendant, or frankly of any other defendant. My concern is to hold accountable people who commit crimes against the residents of Prince George's County. My job is to hold accountable anyone who commits a crime in Prince George's County against, again, our residents. At this point, there is not much more than I can say other than, as the state's attorney, it is my job to ensure that the process is fair, that it is transparent and in full accordance with the law. And we will remain steadfast in our commitment to achieving justice. Thank you.
Are there any other suspects that you're looking at, any other people possibly involved in this?
Again, this case is under investigation, and so I cannot further comment as to the nature of any other suspects or any part of the investigation. Again, there were charges. The commissioner's office found probable cause. The judge has now held this defendant without bond. But as to the strength of the case, I can't comment on that at this particular point.
Jasmine, are you able to share what's next in indictment or in terms of the legal process?
In terms of what's next, our office again has to thoroughly review not only the charges that were lodged against the defendant, but the evidence that the police have collected in this case and continue to investigate where necessary, along with all of our law enforcement partners. And we'll make a determination in short order as to the appropriateness of any charges and what those charges will be. And then we would present to the grand jury for indictment.
Has there been a cause and manner of death determined at this point? And is there anything holding that up, as far as that process?
At this point, I can't speak to that, but we will. I can't speak to anything else that was not revealed within the statement of charges.
any other questions?
Would anyone from the family be willing to speak?
Would you get your name, please?
Carmen Thompson.
Carmen Thompson?
Yes,
And you are a?
I'm the mother of Dacara Thompson.
What were your thoughts in being at the hearing today? And our hearts go out to you for your loss, first off. What do you want to say now that this justice process is moving forward?
I would like to thank the PG County State's Attorney's Office for the great service that they've been providing. I just want justice served for my daughter.
Ms. Thompson, how are you guys doing? How's the family doing right now?
Is as good as a family could be under these circumstances, so not so good. You know, we're trying to maintain.
Tell us a little bit about your daughter. She was 19, just getting started, a young lady out of high school. Tell us a
Yes,
little about her, please.
my daughter, she had just turned 19 years old prior to this unfortunate circumstance. She was working under Westmore's Maryland Year Service Corps option, whatever it's called, program. She had just completed a year-long internship in which she was very successful. She did a great job. She was a kind of an outgoing, soft-spoken, kind young lady. She was a free spirit. She was a good girl. She was a good kid. So there's been a lot of people disparaging her character on social media and things as such. Please don't believe everything you see. Don't believe everything you hear. Out of respect for the family and us grieving, please, approach everything with grace. We would appreciate that.
Ma'am, do you have any thoughts about this notion that this guy was arrested by Park Police and released back in April?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
This man, Mr. Hernandez-Mendez,
Yes.
was arrested by the United States Park Police for drunk driving in April 25th on the BW Parkway. He was subsequently released. There was no check of his immigration status or anything like that. There were no warrants at the time, no detainers. But he was in federal custody. And then he was released, and he is in the country without proper documentation, and now they've filed.
I'm very disappointed, finding that out now, because we may not be here today if they did what they were supposed to do.
Is there any indication that the victim may have known this person or crossed paths with him ever in her life?
Let me again say that I just want to be clear, and out of respect for the family as well, any questions regarding the nature of the investigation would be harmful to our investigation at this particular point. So I want to make sure that we don't delve into any of that information. And I will say, you asked a question earlier. As always, there'll be an autopsy that's performed as a part of the investigation.
Last question, Katie.
Carmen, and then a follow-up from Madam State's Attorney. The family often has a long journey after a crime like this happens.
Yes.
The trauma as the case moves forward, and the victims have to outlive the crime itself. Is the family prepared for what's about to happen in the coming months? The grueling work of retelling the story, working with investigators, everything that's to come.
That's a tough question. That's a tough question because we know it's going to be extremely hard. We just ask that everybody pray for our strength through the process.
And Madam State's Attorney, the DC U.S. Attorney has blamed Maryland for crime in the district and for guns coming into the county. Have you seen any change recently given the surge in the district just across the border in Maryland, or anything that has been different after the national troops have been in the district?
All I'll say to that is that we continue to work with our law enforcement partners both in Prince George's County and in the district to make sure that that we're protecting the residents of this county. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best of luck, Ms. Thompson. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming. Good to see you. Yes.
Sorry. Oh, no problem. I just wanted to get her on my show, not related to this, just in general. It's a legal show. I'm the